Hey guys, what's up? So, now that it's a new year, I'm planning on being more consistent with my videos. So here we go. So before I start this video, make sure that you guys give it a thumbs up and you guys like it. So this video is gonna be a little bit more serious. Whenever I fucking started to do this video, it was gonna be a different one. But I don't know, I'm more in a chill mode. So I'm not gonna tell that story just yet. Story I was gonna tell was about the first time that I stole a car. Yeah, stole a fucking car. So just make sure to look at that video. That'll be my next video. But this video is going to be more of a PSA kind of thing, and it's more of an awareness video. So, well, this is a video about these bitches playing music right now. It's so fucking annoying. I hate this. Why can't they ever just shut the fuck up in the hallway and so I can do my shit? Whatever. I'm just gonna try to work through it, and I guess it'll help with the ambiance of the video or whatever. So, this video is an alcohol poisoning PSA because it's something that I've gone through, and I found out that I'm actually allergic to alcohol from this experience. And it's just to make people aware, and because I know my demographic, I have some kids who are younger who watch me and stuff, so I just want to make sure that as you guys get older, or if you're in high school or even in college right now, that you guys are mature with alcohol, because obviously people fucking drink, it's a thing that they do, you know. And with my mom and my parents and stuff, my dad, he's cool about that stuff because he knows, you know what I mean, he knows what the deal is. And my mom, she's more sheltering, and so she's no, don't drink. But now that I'm in college, I'm open with her about what, you know, she doesn't really, because what can she really do, you know? But this is for kids who are in the situation. So this story starts my junior year of high school, and it starts with me and someone who was my former friend, but after this experience I realized that they just weren't my true friends, you know. And that's another thing, you have to be really careful about who you drink with and who you choose to, because yes, it's fun, and yes, you're gonna get fucked up and you're woo, yeah, let's get drunk, haha, but it's actually really serious, and people can lose their lives, and many people have, millions of people per year lose their life, and I'm lucky to be alive after this experience. So this starts my junior year of high school, and it was a Friday, December 6th, 2012 or 13. It was the year that Miley Cyrus was going crazy, so 2013, January, February. No, so it had to be 2012 because she was going crazy 2013. No, wait, which year is it? 2013. Okay, so there we go, the fucking music again. These fucking bitches. I wish I can. Hold up. Fuck, I just realized I can't put a towel under the door because I have roommates, and what if they come back and they're ah. But anyway, so December 6th, what the fuck? December 6th, 2013 is when it started, and so it was a Friday, and you know, so I was just, you know, pretty much every weekend of my junior year, we were getting fucked up, wait, was this junior? Yeah, junior year, we were getting fucked up, you know, as high schoolers do, and college students. And so it was a Friday, and we had made plans to go to my friend's house and get drunk. I'm gonna say that my friend's name is Gabriel, and we were gonna go, she was having a couple people over. We were gonna have a party. People screaming in the hallway. We were gonna have a party and a kickback, so that's a little get together, whatever. And so we decided to go get bottles, whatever. So, you know, I'm a big believer in signs from the universe and stuff like that, and whenever stuff isn't right, it's supposed to happen. So the person who was my best friend in the situation, I'm gonna say her name is Ashley. And you know, from the whenever she was going on the run to get the alcohol, which we call it a run, from where I'm from, and that's when you go to the liquor store to buy the alcohol. I was bored, and so I was just hey, can I come with you? And then she was no, you can't come with me. And it was just I was always in situations like that where you know, obviously, I was a better friend to her, and I cared about her more than she cared about me, you know. And that was a sign from the jump. And you know, whenever you're young, you don't think about those things, but honestly, who you surround yourself with is very important, especially if you're going to be acting a fool and getting drunk with people, you know what I mean? That's very important. So so moral of the story, she went to go get the alcohol, I went home, and I left my house after, and then I went to Gabriel's house that night, and I didn't tell my mom exactly what I was doing. I was I don't know, I was stupid with that. I didn't really tell my mom what I was doing 100% because my parents, well, my mom especially, has always been very on my case and just and it's just ugh, I don't know, and that's bad, you know. And for any parents that watch this, I advise, you know, be open with your kids about what they do, and like with alcohol and like, you know, whatever, and try to like have an open relationship, because it's like regardless of what you say, they're gonna still do it, and you want them to know their limits. Not saying that my mom, like, you know, but to be like, don't do that, and like, ugh, like that's bad, and you know that the person does it, you know what I mean? Like that makes no sense. This is just what I'm like, this is just from a kid's, well, teenager's perspective. So fast forward, I ended up going to Gabriel's house, and we were there, whatever, so we were all having fun. There was like maybe about like 6-7 of us, so we ordered some like food, you know, we're just chilling, and we ordered food and we were just chilling, and then we brought out the bottles, and you know, everything was fun and stuff, and like we were just like chilling, like ha ha ha, like, you know, fucking having a grandiose time. And next thing I know, like we started drinking, we were taking shots, and we were in the basement, and we just kept drinking, I kept taking shots back. Next thing you know, I don't remember anything. Like I remember being on the floor, and I drank too much, honestly. Like I did, well, obviously that's the point of the story. So I ended up drinking way too much. Like apparently I just took the bottle and just kept drinking. Now mind you, this is where making sure like who you're around is like right or whatever comes into play. If you see somebody drinking excessively and they're just drinking, that's not a game at that point. It's not funny. You need to slap them, sit them the fuck down, and tell them to stop. You know, you take the bottle away from them. There's 6 of you, 6 people there, or 7, or however many people were there, and there was one kid there, you know, and I wasn't even 6 feet tall then, I wasn't that big then, you know what I mean? So it's like you could have like, and even now, like people, you know what I mean, like if it was really that serious, but there, you know, it was all fun and games and stuff, and like I heard I was like, I got recorded or whatever. I didn't even remember this night. So fast forward, so I remember I was on the floor in the bathroom, whatever, and I was like kind of upset or whatever. Next thing you know, I wake up and I'm in the hospital. My whole entire fucking family is staring at me like this. And well, this is gonna be cool because I've never heard the story from my perspective, honestly. So my whole entire family's staring at me like giving me the fucking death stare, and I'm just like, holy fuck. Like, and the first thing I said, like I remember this, I was like, what the fuck? I had an IV in my arm, 2 IVs in my arm, one on this side, one on that side. I'm looking around. My mom, after I said, what the fuck, where am I? My mom's like, Corey, you almost died, like you almost killed yourself. And like I was like, what? Like, you know what I mean? And literally the last thing I remember was being in someone's basement. And do you know how scary that is? And like nobody should ever drink to the point that they don't remember what happened or like where they are. You know what I mean? Like that's not okay. That's not cool. Like you shouldn't ever do that to yourself and ever be at that point. Like that's just not acceptable at all. So if you're watching this, really make sure that you know your limits, you know? And I guess I had to go through this to understand my limits. And now, you know, a good thing that came out of it is now that I can make this video and I can help somebody, you know, and I might prevent this from happening to someone else. So, you know, I wake up, I'm in the hospital, I said, what the fuck? My mom's like, you almost killed yourself. And I'm like shaking, I'm cold. My mom, I was like, why am I so cold? Like, and I was still fucked up, like, mind you, I was fucked up. Even at this point, like, I was still like, what the fuck? I had a fall wristband on my arm in the hospital. I had a fucking gown, I was naked, you know what I mean? Like, under, and I was just like, what the fuck? And, you know, I was shaking, I was cold. And my mom said, Corey, like, you have hypothermia, you know? Like, I had hypothermia. So what happened was, apparently it was snowing and it was, like, kind of rainy. It was really disgusting weather out that day. And I went out, I went outside, and somehow I ended up, like, in my underwear in the cold and snow, you know what I mean? And the person whose house I was at, she was just like, you know, like, he has to go, like, get him the fuck out of here. Like, even though, like, I was dying, you know what I mean? Like, but it's whatever. Like, I don't necessarily blame them, because as a sophomore in high school, you know, when something like that happens, her parents weren't home, and, you know, you don't want to get in trouble, but at what cost, you know what I mean? Like, and that was a really serious situation. But at the same time, as I've said, you know, I don't know what I would have necessarily, I mean, I wouldn't have, you know, kicked somebody out who was in that point, but I don't know how I would have felt, you know, and different people react to different things differently. So clearly, you know, that's how she chose to react to that, whatever. So, you know, apparently I was in my underwear, and so I heard the story back from, like, my mom, and apparently whenever the ambulance, what the fuck? They decided to call the ambulance, and whenever the ambulance did get there, I was like, I wasn't breathing, like, I stopped breathing, and they said that I was lucky to be alive. Like, they even told me in the hospital, like, the doctors told me, you know, you're lucky to be alive, you know, because your alcohol percentage is supposed to be like 0. something, like 0.8, like that's the drive or something, like, because I remember that from driver school, and mine was like 3 something, like 3, you know what I mean, like like over 3, like it was over the maximum of like 3 times the limit, you know what I mean, like I should have been dead, like honestly, and I almost did die, like because the mixture of hypothermia and alcohol poisoning, you know, it sent me into a coma, actually. Like I was in a coma and I was knocked out for 6 hours, you know, and my mom told me, like, whenever like my whole family, whenever they got there, they thought that I took some type of drug or something, because they couldn't smell the alcohol on me, apparently, like they just didn't know. And that's what happened with that. So, you know, after that, after I ended up leaving the hospital, I woke up, I was still drunk the next morning, like, and I was like, you know, dizzy, like I was disoriented, I was out of it. So after that, I ended up going home, and Monday, the next day, like, oh, mind you, I had fucking scrapes on my knees, on my fucking head, my head was cut up and shit, like, it was just not, you know, it was just dumb as fuck, and, you know, but I had to go through that to understand and, like, to learn, I guess, and, so after this experience, I go back to school on Monday, and, I mean, it got serious because I went to the hospital, you know, and, like, obviously this, not the state, but like people are gonna get involved, you know, like the state knew about the situation, obviously, because it's something serious that happened. You hear these bitches? And obviously the state's gonna know about it because it's something serious. Why the fuck is my camera dying? It's so fucking annoying. So I get to school on Monday, and apparently, like, I'm a snitch now, and like everybody knows about it, and it was just a bad experience, and I ended up losing the person who I thought was my closest friend, you know, because she thought that I snitched on her and like the whole situation, and it ended up being like a bad year, you know, like I used to swim, I got taken off of the swim team, like my mom was not having it, you know, I didn't have a phone for months, I was grounded, and it's just a really bad time in my life, and like I went through a depression after that, like I got like really sad, you know, imagine having your life change in like literally a night, you know, and it's like the worst part about it, you don't even remember what the fuck happened, like it's just terrible, like you know, it's just not worth it. It wasn't worth it at all, and I mean, it was worth it because I got to find out who the fuck was fake and who wasn't, you know, honestly. And then that situation brought me closer to, like, my true best friend, honestly. Like, and I'm so grateful for that experience just because of that. And it made me realize, like, who's really there for you and who's not, you know. And more importantly than that, it showed me, like, my limits and, like, how to be more mature in situations, you know. And, of course, I still, like, drank after that, you know. But just be responsible about it and really make sure that you know your limits and you're not out here, like, doing stupid shit, you know, because it's not worth it at the end of the day. It's really not, like, it just wasn't worth it at all. And you know, after that I became the boy who's allergic to alcohol, who got, like, fucked up at a party. Like, it's not cute, like, no one wants to be that person, you know what I mean, like, it's just not that, you know. And yeah, so that's my story. So make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, and you like, comment, and subscribe. And also, you know, just for any of my younger people who are watching this video, just really make sure that you know your limits and you're really careful and particular about who you're around, especially if you're going to be drinking and engaging in situations like that. And, you know, as I said earlier in this video, alcohol, yes, it's fun, and yeah, like, you're going to get fucked up, woo, yeah, like, let's turn the fuck up, you know what I mean? But in the same sense, it's really serious, and it's something that you have to be responsible and mature to do, you know? And sometimes people have to learn the hard way, like myself. And so I just really hope that you guys take something from this video, because it is serious, and I'm not, you know, I'm being honestly serious with you guys. So, I don't know, just learn, be mature, and responsible with your decisions and what you guys do. So thank you. As I said earlier, give this video a thumbs up, share this video, honestly, like, especially if you know anyone who's gone through something like this, share it. And you know, show your kids this shit, like, honestly, or I said this shit and show your kids, but show your kids this, you know, just make sure that they know and that they're responsible and mature. So thank you, until I see you guys next time, like, mwah.